I think we stepped up. I think this was a big weekend for us on the court, in practice, everything like that. We came into practice a little flat this week, but I think we made big strides over the weekend. I think we came out against a really good NIU team. They're second, so they're doing some really good things around the conference, and we came out and played hard. We played our game. We focused on us. I think we learned how to fight, and that's the biggest part that we as a coaching staff were really excited to see.
When you have that balance of wanting to win this year, but also building a program, and you have 4 freshmen out on the floor sometimes. What's it like for them to be able to get that sort of experience out there and see what it takes to win in this conference?
It's great to have, some young faces out there and to have them get the experience that we need, but it's also great to see some of our senior leadership step up and really show them the ropes within the conference. All of their knowledge is coming from the seniors. Who's good, who's great in the conference, who you're playing, who our big rivals are, all that fun stuff comes from these guys. So I think it's important for them to also be big leaders on the court for those freshmen.
Kayla, you had a solid weekend. Just talk to us about your game lately. Over the last week and a half, you've played maybe some of your best volleyball this season. Just talk to us about how comfortable you're feeling out on the floor.
At this stage in the season, I think I'm feeling really comfortable. I know the week before our matches, I worked on a lot of different things as far as getting my timing to the ball, of hitting the 9 ball, and just hitting different shots and working with the new setter, Maddie, and stuff. So, it's been a great week in practice for us, and it really showed in the game this weekend.
As a senior, how important is it for you to work with some of those young players, whether it's Maddie, your setter, whether it's Megan, another player in the middle, whether it's even some of the outsides, Felicia or Raven? How important is that role for you as a senior?
I think it's very important because at this stage right now, I'm trying to leave a legacy, and with having the freshmen on the court, especially having so many, it's important to do just that, as they'll be the stepping stone to take this program to the next level.
Coach, you go back on the road this weekend.
The next 3 out of 4 weekends.
Next 3 out of 4 weekends. Head to a couple of MAC West teams in Eastern and Central Michigan. What do you see from those teams?
They're both good teams. They're both 4-4. They both are coming off of a win this past weekend, and it's always dangerous to play opponents that just won. So I think we've got to go into this weekend with a different mindset. We just got to go in ready to compete from the first ball on, and every single ball matters. So that's kind of what we're looking at and going forward through the entire rest of the season.
Akila, as a senior who last year there were some times where the record was kind of the same, but you were still fighting for that MAC tournament berth, that 6, 7, 8 seed. That's still there for the taking this year with half the conference season left. Do you talk about that as a team and let the younger players know that, hey, there's a lot of season left, there's still opportunities for us to get into the MAC tournament?
Yes, we do, especially in the locker room before and after practice, and especially in between games. We talk a lot about the different opponents of the MAC or whatever, and I feel that we can beat anybody on any given day. That's just the conference. That's just how the MAC conference works. So, it's important to play every game just like it's a championship game, because you can beat anybody on any given day.
You're on the road for the next. Yeah, you're on the road for the next 2 weekends. Then you come back home November 6th and 7th, senior weekend. I know it gets a little emotional, but what's it gonna? What's that gonna be like when you come back home and it's your final weekend here at Alumni Arena?
It's going to be amazing, just especially being on the road for so long, especially 2 weeks is a long time. And being on the road and be able to come back home, it's just like a fresh new start. You just get to play in front of your home crowd, and that energy that they bring, it helps our game elevate a lot more. So,
can you talk to us about Akila's leadership and with the team makeup being so young, how that's benefited the team?
Yeah, it's incredibly important because I've told them a lot. They look towards the seniors all the time. The freshmen, the sophomores, the juniors, Megan Lynn, they all look to the seniors for leadership at any given point in practice, in the games, all the time. So it's just important for them to be there and for them to be working hard every single day because they're carrying this program through.
And then finally, talk to us about Megan Lipsky's performance this past week and MAC Defensive Player of the Week, a couple 20-dig performances. What was it like to see your outside out there just diving for and digging every ball that came her way?
Yeah, I mean, Lip's very smart, so I think she makes a great defensive player. I'm glad she finally got to pick up that Defensive Player of the Week. She's really deserved it and earned it over this entire season, I would say. She works really hard back there to put herself in a good position, so she's great at reading the block and reading where the ball's going, and I think she's making strides every week and working harder every week, especially defensively.
And it's important because your back row, your DSs, your libero, they're so young too, and to have a senior outside maybe stepping up and kind of showing them, the way. How important is that?
Yeah, she leads the charge. Once defense is a game of momentum within volleyball, which is a game of momentum, and once people start digging, it's like everybody's working just a little bit harder to get that ball to keep it off the ground. So if she can lead the charge as a senior, it's great to show our sophomores and freshmen who are in the back row, hey, I can do this too. But it's got to come from within, and the seniors definitely bring it first.
Just overall, talk to us about the defensive effort last week. I believe you had 202 digs combined in the two matches. Just talk to us about just the effort overall.
We work a lot on defense in practice, a lot, and I think it's finally showing the hard work that they put in practice. It's showing on the court. And, it's all about effort, and it's all about your mentality going into every single ball. So I think they finally left that, can I get the ball? Of course you can get the ball. You just got to work hard for it. So once that happens, it's a whole different ball game.
Yeah, I know you've worked on your digging and your passing. I see you step in a couple of times to get the first ball. Is that something that you've worked on in your game?
Yes, I have, and of course there is a lot of room for improvement in that area. But I wouldn't say it's one of my strong suits, but I definitely enjoy defense and working towards being better, just better in the ball each touch. So.
Perfect. Done.
Thank you.